Well, I just beat you with them, bro. You want to do it again, bro? What, you want to rerun?
What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes.
Yeah,
this is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Seattle. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here.
Bro,
this will be a
I beat you 2
touchback,
times,
and it
bro.
comes out to the 25-yard line.
Line, 90. Check, 48, come on. 3 bud.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Forced out to, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
All-out rush like that.
Hold on, I gotta make sure I'm out. Come on. Come on.
I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Eluding the pressure.
I just tweaked, bro. I tried to run forward. They just made me run back.
Now that's the way to open up a game on defense. Back-to-back sacks. We know that someone's come to play today.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw.
I knew it, bro. I knew it, bro.
It's out.
I tried to slide, bro.
It's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Escaping the pressure right.
Bro, you got that for me.
All on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd
Hey, bomb.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now Jackson. He'll bice, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't. And he's going to go down again. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work
I didn't know dude was right there
midfield.
behind.
36 yards on the play.
Even though dude was right
Partner,
there.
it's often the man
See, I
coverage
could've
is
kept
easier
going,
for
too.
a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
50 seconds to Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Now it's Wilson dancing to his touchdown, Seahawks.
Yeah. First niggas talking about Melvin giving you competition.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Perfect catch, straight down the middle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Perfect catch.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Bro, now you want to kneel. You won't never be kneeling, bro. You know what you
The
talking
Raven
about.
offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Now it's Jackson.
Look.
Buying time to his left.
He ain't know.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
After those first 2 drives,
oh my God, bro.
I think there's a head coach who's going to be called for
before he went out of bounds,
bro.
bro.
Some forensics on this. What is going on with this ball club? Unable to hold on to the football and take care of it.
Yeah, 2 straight fumbles for them to start out.
And you would think that this team would come in ready to go. Sometimes just mentally not prepared, and it shows up in these types of plays.
He's going to take off with it.
Bro, you shouldn't even got that, bro. They trying to go.
Escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down, Raven.
Bro, you're losing. You losing, bro. You losing, bro.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
And he's able to work it here at the 8-yard line.
Just ran right past
the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Don't do it no more, bro.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson steps away to his left. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. They'll look to run with Ingram, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Punching it in from a yard away as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Bro, these niggas acting like they slow, bro.
And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there.
He's burning them, bro.
And they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
He's going to slam Lamar Jackson the whole game.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Patrick Owasor gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. He lets it fly for Lockett. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. They go play action now. Jackson, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this.
Well, you got me bent.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ezekiel Ansah in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
The linebacker Bobby Wagner able to get back in coverage and knock it free. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and the line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack.
Bro, I was about to say, bro, if y'all don't get to this man, because he's first down, bro.
Force a turnover on downs. And partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People wonder what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, it's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
He finds Lynch. It's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson being chased out left. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jacob Hollister as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great
That's
way to end the
deep for real.
half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments
Ball
of
on
the
me
second
third
quarter.
anyway. You have ball first. They don't
That'll
even
be
know.
taken in the end zone.
Are you serious, bro?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson forced out to his left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Don't let this be my third time beating you in a row.
Halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this.
Please
You're
put up
watching
some
the
type of
NFL, and it's on EA
Listen, that-
Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
So?
That's
Stupid.
fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half.
They're trying to finesse, bro. You're supposed to be hit.
Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. He's got the first down and more past midfield.
Bro,
Big
you
yardage there on the
slide again.
scramble. It gets him a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Jackson now, dancing to his left. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Jackson, buying time to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Looked at me like
Stop trying to run it with him, then.
kindergarten teacher always said, if at first you don't succeed,
Stop trying to run it with him,
try
then.
again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving
Look.
him up.
Nowhere to escape,
Press
and he
down.
goes down. Jaron Reed.
Press down.
With a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So 4th and 15, but the
Press down.
offense is staying out there to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson.
Come
And they
on.
will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Well, with that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road
I
to
ain't
play
taking no loss of
them
yards. That was
again in
gonna be a
week
big loss.
17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well, and Deshaun Watson, that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as the team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given
You
Sunday.
losing.
Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan
If I would have
Tannehill,
just
the
juiced up,
switch to
I
him
could
at
have
quarterback
do
has really energized that club.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to
You ain't
evolve.
gonna do nothing.
They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Man, they called that
And he's
before I
going to
even
be
went
taken
down.
down here, still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of just 2.
Oh, shut
and
up,
that'll
bro. You
bring up
losing, bro. You
4th
just
down.
talking.
And how
Niggas
about the
just trying
call
to do
here?
it,
They
overdo it
need
for
2
YouTube.
yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
I'm doing the same play on you.
We always talk
Yeah.
about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Let's go.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Judon coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Friday.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson looking
Just throw it
in
out, bro.
zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score
for the
game.
easy
Yeah,
point.
let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out
How?
of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to
I
them
can't
right
lose.
now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points
It's
on
crucial.
the board, but that won't beat
It's
us.
crucial. Since you claim we 5-5, I'm going to take the dub right now. Then I'm going to
And
be
he'll
up.
take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here,
Right.
Charles.
And it's always easy to second
He's
guess
down
when you
for
don't
3
get it on a
passes, bro. You've
4th
been
down
doing
try.
all ones. He's
But
down
they had
for
to
3
like the
passes.
feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football.
Look,
It's not like
walk
they
on
went
ball
full out,
passes.
so I don't think it's a good deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you
Bro,
totally
he
on
threw
that one. In
24
fact, if
yards, bro.
anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once.
Niggas
That's
just
all right.
relying on
Let's
one
keep
player.
moving it. Make them do it again.
Don't get nervous. Hustle.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. The
should've got ball.
escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate
Bro,
time.
because that's the only person you running with. That's the only person you can run with.
Back-to-back plays.
He's a bomb.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this
He's
D
a
knows
bomb.
what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now he'll pull a touchdown.
Son, I can merch him. My guys just got him by the feet, but they
I
trying
know
to
it's
go.
an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score.
We just gonna hold time.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Did you really just kick it out?
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Come on. You looking up ways on how to beat me. You looking up ways on how to beat me. Why you looking up ways on how to beat me? Come on! What you just do? Look up somewhere on how to beat me?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
But I'm winning,
a little
bro.
less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock.
You still got that
What they
first
need to
down,
do is
though.
play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
To throw is Wilson, being chased out left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
These guys are running offense like you drive.
It is
the
Marshall
pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Wilson wants to throw it, escaping the pressure right. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
But you ain't stopping.
Not totally home free yet, but it's
You
looking
ain't
good
stopping
as they
though.
come up
As
first
long
and
as you're
10.
not stopping it, I'm just gonna keep running. When you stop it, that's
Inside
when
the
I
red
stop
zone
running.
here. They'll look
So
to
until
throw.
then, stop the
Flushed
plane.
out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about
I
having
guarantee
good
y'all,
eye
so you didn't
discipline
stop.
when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Not able to get a single yard
You
there.
stop.
It'll bring up third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Wilson to throw. And finding the tight end, Wilson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Time on my side. So check it.
Pete Carroll, no stranger to rolling the dice. He'll roll it again. 4th down, they're going for it.
You know, but I can just sit right here and hold the ball. I'm a cheater.
They'll run for it. Lynch.
Oh.
And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker.
Good game, bro.
So a very interesting final chapter.
I can get a good game.
Book here in this one because they were in field goal range. Could have won it.
That's
with
crazy.
field
Stop
goal
talking to
left
me, bro.
go for the touchdown. I still don't know what they were doing.
As great as this game was and as dramatic an ending as we had, the post-game press conference is going to be key because they're going to be asking Coach, why not a field goal attempt there? You got an opportunity to win it right there with your guy, and instead you run another play.
Yeah, we might need to stop by that.